Hi. Hello. Hopefully, the audio works well on this, and we don't have any of the issues we've had previously. I know the like visuals are awful, but I don't know. So today we're gonna talk about Adele's new album, which I like have on in the background. I don't know if you can hear it or like if I'm even allowed to play it, but we'll see who shows up, and then we can talk about anything. Hi, how are you? I guess, like in music related news, the only thing I know that's happened today is Olivia Rodrigo's album came out. Oh, no, tour dates came out. Her album came out a long time ago. Tour dates for Olivia Rodrigo's tour came out. So I'm trying to see if I can go. I'm doing good. Just a normal Monday, I guess. Just the usual. I'm really sore because I started like working out again, and I am not in shape anymore. So my arms are killing me, but I guess it's good. Um, I don't I don't know. I've never, apart from like last time and maybe the time before, I can't remember, but like only subscribers can mention. I think so. I don't really know how to change it. Let me see. Anyone? Okay. I think now anyone should be able to message. I was like messing around with the settings. It is cool to have that option though, because like if by some chance like people were bothering me, they would at least have to subscribe to do it. So if I ever deal with that, then I can do that. There were other like things I could toggle with that I didn't know what they were. Like live chat versus live chat replay. I didn't know what that means, so I have to figure that out. Yeah, if they're gonna be mean, they might as well like subscribe. Give me something out of it. But yeah, we'll see. I'm so glad that I have the ability to stream like on my desktop instead of on my phone. It's like so much easier. Oh yeah, my singing performance. So for anyone who's watching this like later and doesn't know what I'm talking about, I started taking vocal lessons last like at the beginning of this year just for fun. And I had like my first big performance what was it, 2 days ago, and I was so scared. But it was very fun. I really enjoyed it. For some reason, I just like wasn't as nervous once I got on stage. I feel like the other three performances I've done were really scary because I wasn't on stage. I was like, I literally had to sing into a microphone in my voice teacher's backyard, which was so much scarier for some reason. But like more people and being on a stage made it like different enough that I felt like, okay, well, performance mode. How did I like what was the recital basically? So it was basically just a recital for my voice teacher and all of her students. So anyone who takes lessons with her is able to perform. It's like for fun, really. I mean, you're supposed to prepare, but it's low stress kind of a thing. And like, there's so many people who are all really good. Like everyone was, even people who like sounded nervous or whatever, like all sounded really good. So I don't know. Everyone's really nice there. See, that's why. That's why I put on the subscriber thing. That's the reason. This person. Why weren't um why wasn't I allowed to take the okay, so it was in this like women's club in in a place near me. It's like I don't really know what to compare it to, but it's like a club that like I don't know. I don't really know what to compare it to. But like kind of a community club, I guess, like a women's club. And so they rent out the building to people like piano teachers, voice teachers, whoever it is. And that was their rule, I guess. I don't think other people listened to it, but I like didn't bring in water and I was suffering during the second song, which I sent you the first one I did. So I sounded like better in that one. It was fun to like listen to it though, because I've never filmed myself performing singing. Like I film myself singing because I want to see how I sound, but like it was cool to watch myself because I was like, okay, it's not as bad as I thought. It's actually like it sounded all right. I just need to have more, like, I just need to remember to breathe. Yeah, it was kind of annoying to not be able to bring anything. And then afterwards, my voice teacher was like, okay, we're going to have an outdoor reception in the parking lot. And she basically was giving us box wine out of the trunk of her car. She's such an icon. This is my first performance I filmed. Yeah, I like didn't even want to record the other ones. I was too scared because I film my lessons because my voice teacher tells us to. She's like, should be aware of what you sound like and hear how it sounds and how it feels. But uh, yeah, so I know I sound okay, but I've never like seen myself sing. So it was an interesting experience. Yeah, I probably will start doing that going forward. For some reason, like, I don't know, this is how like online I am. Like filming myself was a thing that made it easier to sing because I just like looked at Wes and at my camera and was like, all right, I know how to do this. I know how to be in front of a camera. But like for some reason, being on stage made it not scary. Like, because it like felt like I love theater. I love doing theater. I love being backstage. I don't know, like I love the whole vibe of a theater and stepping onto the stage and I was like, I love this. And I wore my favorite like boots. So I felt confident. I wore my like Taylor Swift rings and like one of my favorite red lipsticks. I was like, all right, I have to do everything. But it was so fun. I'm trying to think of other songs that I want to sing in the future because my voice teacher loves like classic Broadway stuff. And I do too, but like I have to think of like, oh, thank you. Like I love musicals, so that works out. I was like, why? I wish it was easier to just like do theater for fun as an adult. Because when I was a kid, you could just like sign up for a class and do musical theater, and it was fun. But um, yeah, it's harder to find a place. Yeah, I don't know. I was like trying to learn how to belt, and I like can't do it that well. And my voice teacher was like, "It's okay. Your voice just sounds good for like classical musical theater." I was like, I that works because that's what I like to listen to. I really do want to learn how to belt, though, because I want to be able to sing. Like, I don't even have to perform it, but I want to be able to like comfortably sing songs from the musical Wicked. And I love that musical, but I don't listen to much like musical theater. I don't listen to a lot of like classical music, especially classical like vocal based music. I used to do ballet, and I listened to a lot of the ballets that we did, like Swan Lake or Nutcracker, and I like those. But classical vocal music, I really don't know that much about. But I listen to so much Broadway. My, I think that was my top genre on Spotify Wrapped. It was like show tunes. So I love like Taylor Swift and show tunes, basically, and pop punk. Your sister did ballet. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people did ballet when they were younger, but like I wish that I had done it more than just like a year because it's such a cool skill. But I do not. I remember what I learned, but like my body doesn't do those things anymore. It's like I am not uh, flexible like I once was. Oh, that's awesome. I always liked watching ballets. Like I loved the costumes. I loved being on stage. That was a big part of it for me. But that's cool. Yeah, like doing it as a hobby is really cool. And like that's what I would have done if I had stayed doing it. Because I did know some people who I don't know if they ended up being like professional ballerinas further on, but like they were really into it and they would go like twice a day and wake up super early. And it was like it just sounded like too much work. But I mean, if you really love it, then it's worth it. But sorry, I have to just check a message. I'm selling a bunch of vinyl um, just because I don't listen to it and I feel like I'm hoarding vinyl that I don't listen to. So I'm selling it some of it, and somebody was asking if my PayPal account was actually me. So I said, yes, that's me. So, and the vinyl shipping thing. I have, this person bought the Selena Gomez A Year Without Rain, the blue one, the blue splatter. And then there are a few others, like somebody bought my Norman fucking Rockwell, my lime green Norman fucking Rockwell. Um, I don't know why, like, I haven't listened to it since I bought it, so it felt like kind of weird to keep it. I kept the pink one for Norman fucking Rockwell, but I sold that one. I'm selling the Demi Lovato ones. It's not like solely because I need, it's kind of because I needed money. And it's also because, like, I truly just want to get my life, like, my finances under control. I made sure that the ones I'm selling are ones that I have not listened to in at least a year. Like, they're just there on the shelf. And, you know, like for Norman fucking Rockwell, the lime green one, I don't really care that much about. I like the pink one more. So I'm keeping that one. But like, I'm never selling a Taylor Swift one. I thought about it because I was like, the red record store day version is on Discogs right now for $450. But I know I would regret that one. I'm not selling any of my Taylor vinyl unless like I have zero other options. But the ones I'm selling are ones that I kind of like. Um, the ones I'm selling are ones I don't like. I don't care about really. Like I wouldn't buy them now if I saw them in a store. I just got them because they were pretty or whatever it was. Hi, how are you? We're just talking about the fact that I am selling some of my vinyl on like in a Facebook group I'm in. You couldn't even listen to all your records every year. Yeah, I don't even know how many I have total, but I don't know. I felt like I was hoarding them, but you buy a lot of records because they're pretty. Yeah, I mean, I get it. And like, if I was in a better financial spot, I probably wouldn't sell them. But it feels like irresponsible for me to have so many that I never listened to and also like need to pay off debt, you know? And I figure I'm like, hey, when I'm in a more like stable position, maybe I can like buy them back. But I shouldn't be doing that now. If I wasn't in debt, then it would be different. Is it because I stopped freelancing? No, it's just like general um, bad financial habits from college that I am still dealing with today. So don't get credit cards unless like, nah, I don't know. When you're too young, don't get credit cards. I've actually been freelancing more, but getting more money because I've been like not using Fiverr, which was that platform that I used to do freelancing on. So I've been just doing it on my own, like that design Instagram. Um, like I've been enjoying that. You're gonna feel bad for me? Don't worry. I'll be okay. I'm like almost out of it. Like my birthday's in August, and even if I don't do this very aggressively, I will be done by then. So that's my goal. Oh, thank you. I've been having like it's the first time I've had a personal business kind of Instagram, so like I don't know what to post, but I've been enjoying it. Oh, thank you. I really liked that one. I have a potential client who's like I'm just waiting for her to sign the contract and stuff, but like I have someone that I'm possibly going to work with and it's better work than copywriting. Copywriting can get really boring, especially if it's like I don't know, some people are like, "Oh, I want 2,000 words about this basic subject." And it's like longer isn't always a better thing. So it's kind of hard sometimes, but I'm hoping this woman that I sent the contract to agrees because not only would it be like good to have the work, but um, she's nice and I like her business. But we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Freelancing is like cool, but it can be like a lot. But I decided I'm just gonna do like I have a few people that I still do writing for that are like nice clients and I'll accept orders from them, but that's it. And then if I just get like one or two design jobs a month, I am set. So fingers crossed. If you know anyone that needs a logo, I do that. I design logos and stuff, websites, social media. I don't know. It's like overwhelming. I made a TikTok account for it, but I haven't really posted anything. I don't know. It's like fun to have all the possibilities, though. Like I really do enjoy that. I love like making businesses. Yeah, I love drawing. I've always liked art in general. All types of all types of art. I haven't been on TikTok for ages. I haven't been posting much, but I started posting again, like after record store day and stuff. I've had a few records to post. Oh, that's the other thing. The other reason I'm selling some of my records, I feel like I bought some of them just to post about them, and I feel like that's a bad reason. Oh, you got Fine Line by Harry Styles? That's awesome. I have that one. He worked at Harry Styles concert merch stand. That sounds like an interesting experience. I wonder how that was. But that's so awesome that he got that for you. I really like that record. I like Harry Styles in general, to be honest. I I didn't see him live on tour, but I know somebody who did, and it sounds like it was a really fun experience. So I'm hoping that if he tours again, I'll get to go see him. I haven't been to many concerts lately at all. I never bought records because I want to post somebody to buy records because I saw them on Instagram, found them beautiful. I think, yeah, I think that's fair. Like, I was like, I'll buy this and then I'll have something to post about. I'm like, that's ridiculous. I should only be buying records that I like. I'm super excited about. I was never Lana is who made me like a variant collector because I just always I didn't know variant collecting was like even a thing really. I just always bought multiple of Lana's records or like different versions. I always bought the Urban Outfitters version, and that's like good because that's so expensive. Like they're so expensive to buy secondhand. The only person that makes me like a big variant collector now still is obviously Taylor Swift because I do have all 9 copies of Folklore. Was it necessary? No. But they were only $25 each, which made me feel like it wasn't like I still didn't need them, but it wasn't like an exorbitant price. You still need to listen to 30. I really liked it actually. I don't know if you guys want to start talking about it, but I didn't really know what to expect, but I liked it. Variants when it's like the Taylor ones were cost effective, really, and they all had different covers and colors. So I was down with that. Okay, so I have to admit, I am a very casual Adele fan. Like I like her music that I've heard, but I don't know much about, of her discography, like the deep dives. So I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but I really liked it. Overall, I think it was a really good album. It's just a basic thought, I guess. But because I listened to it again today, trying to like think about what my like summarize my thoughts. And I was like, there's nothing that's like there's no parts of this album that I like hated. Like I thought it was very cohesive. But also there were a lot of experimental sounds, which was cool. You're purposely not listening to it because you're getting it on Christmas Eve. That's awesome. It's good. It's like an experience to listen to. Like definitely listen to the whole thing in order. I thought the track list was really good. Like the way it was ordered. I don't know. I always have like track list criticisms, but I really liked this one. Originally, I thought like I liked the middle part more because I was like listening to it. I was like, I really like some of my favorite songs are in the middle of this album, but then there wasn't like a slow point that I felt. Like I felt like all of it was really good. Normally, there's like I don't know, like there's songs I liked more than others, but I thought it was a really cool, cohesive thing. And like, it's not really an experience I can relate to because I've never been married or divorced, but I don't know. I felt the things that she was singing about. Let me see. Okay, track list up. No skips. Let me think. Cry Your Heart Out, I kind of skip. Like, I don't know if that's a bad take, but Cry Your Heart Out, I kind of skip it sometimes because I'm excited to hear Oh My God. And sometimes I skip My Little Love, not because it's bad, but because it's kind of a lot. And Woman Like Me is all right. But like it really is good. Like there's song okay, so my favorite ones were Oh My God. I liked Can I Get It, even though I saw some people saying they didn't. Um, and I liked I Drink Wine and Love Is a Game. I think that's my top 4 favorites. Cry Your Heart Out sounds like so Amy Winehouse. I thought that about that song and All Night Parking. Like that was like in a really like in a good way. But I definitely thought that about a few moments. I liked Strangers by Nature. I didn't think I would at first because it was just I don't know, like it was unexpected, I guess, but I liked how much of it was really nostalgic. I don't know. It's not, like I guess in general this album was pretty nostalgic, but also felt modern. I don't know. Like right now, Can I Get It is playing. I don't know if you can hear it, but straight Can I Get It is playing. And like the whistle, is it supposed to be a sample of Tom Steiner or is it not? Because like it sounds like Tom Steiner. Like that's what this like it sounds exactly like that song at parts of it, but I couldn't find anything saying it was like explicitly sampling that. But it like sounds like it. Strangers is such an introvert. I don't care about that song. I guess I kind of skip it, but it's not because it's bad. It's because I like listening to other songs on this album more. But like, okay, so Oh My God, Can I Get It? And I Drink Wine is like a solid block for me. And then the final 3 songs are a solid block for me. My Little Love was pretty good. I I really like it. I just like can't listen to it too much because it's like really heavy, but like in a good way. Sometimes I feel like people don't know how to use voice notes, and like not that I know the answer, but I feel like a lot of artists don't use voice notes in songs in a way that feels intentional, like it adds to the song, like it's part of the song. And I felt like the voice notes she picked were like really impactful and really like emotional actually. A few of the songs could have been shorter. Yeah, definitely. That was one thought I had. I did like the last 3, but I definitely, you know how I feel, like, about music in general. I always like the quicker, upbeat songs. Apparently, I Drink Wine was originally, like, 15 minutes. I don't know if I misread that somewhere, but I thought I saw an article that said it was originally really, really long. I love when she writes about her son. I don't know why, but when I was listening to the album, I don't know much about Adele. I like her. Like her personality is so lovely and I love watching her on interviews, but I don't know much about her personal life except that she's divorced now, but like I didn't even know she had a son. I just like don't consume much like Adele news, I guess. Like I like her, but I don't know. The song "Remedy" from album 25 is also about her song, "Middle of" Sada, okay. "Easy on Me" was so underwhelming for me, and I wasn't excited about the album, but Thank God the song doesn't represent the album. Yeah, I saw some people on Reddit discussing why that was chosen as the single, and they were saying they thought it was because it was the most, like, representative of Adele's sound as far as the general public is concerned, like, it was the most, like, likely to be popular, which like that's why you pick a single. I know that, but um it was far from the best track on the album. It wasn't bad. It was fine, but there are definitely I don't know what I would have released. What was you released um instead of that? Because that's the best single, I think, but like I don't know. I don't know how to pick a single. Easy on Me definitely is a good single though. 25 is one you should listen to. I'll have to check it out because I know like Adele's songs that are popular. Like, because I don't know anyone that's like obsessed with Adele, but I don't know anyone who dislikes her, to be honest. Like, everyone seems to enjoy her voice. And I truly think she's one of the best like vocalists right now. Like, she's such a beautiful voice. And I think it's better on this album than it has been. I don't know. Again, I don't know her full discography, but I like how dynamic her voice is throughout this entire album. I don't know. Oh my god, does need to be a single. I would check to see if she had put out more music videos, and she put, is it To Be Loved, singing? Um, she like was singing it on YouTube, and she sounded perfect. Like it was just filming on her MacBook or whatever computer, and she sounded incredible. So she's really amazing. Oh my god, really is I think one of the best. I think it would be like universally popular though. Like I feel like it would have that appeal that Easy on Me has, but it's like an upbeat version. I have a feeling the era is already over. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. When does her Vegas residency start? Because I know she's going to be doing like weekends with Adele or whatever it's called. Adele, Las Vegas. Oh, it starts in January. Like it starts. I guess the first date is January 21st. So like just over a month away. So it starts January and it goes through April. That seems like a fun thing. I've never like attended someone's like Vegas residency show, but I feel like it would be a really fun and special thing to do for somebody that you're like a big fan of. I always wanted to go see Britney's, but like I don't know. I could see Oh My God doing really well. Like I could see that one. Like I said, like Easy on Me was like the ballad single, and then Oh My God has more of like an upbeat thing. And I think it's different enough for Easy on Me that it would get people curious about the rest of the album. I don't know. Most of the songs scream album track. Yeah, like I Drink Wine, I like. And I've seen a lot of people saying it's one of their favorite songs, which like I agree with. But it's definitely like I don't know. It doesn't seem like one that would be a good single. I don't know. I was interested with like I don't know. There were a lot of experimental moments. I liked it though. I thought it was such a like obviously most artists who put out an album are doing it A for their audience and B for themselves because they're telling their own story, they're processing their own things and whatever it is. And but this felt so much more like leaning towards like the Adele processing her feelings more than anything. So it like felt like personal choices to make songs longer or sound whatever it was. Agent Fine is kind of the only song where I forget how it sounds. I don't know. It's like playing right right now, so I'm like I can't remember. Let's hope you'll never need this album. Yeah, yeah. Fingers crossed. But if anyone ever does need this album, it's really good for that. I don't know, like, I really like this album, but I also, like, don't relate to it that much, which is good, I guess, but, like, it doesn't have that deep connection. But, oh my god, it's just catchy. What are my thoughts on the cover? I don't know if I have any thoughts. I feel like too many album covers are just, like, close-ups of faces, but, like, I feel like we don't have really interesting creative album covers very often, and, like, I get it, it's probably because like, streaming like the album covers are this small when people look at them, but isn't that Adele's thing? Like on her other albums, they're all like her face. I can only picture two of them, and they're her face. What happened to Ava Max? She was super popular and then her album flopped. I own it. I thought it was pretty good, but I don't know. I feel like I don't even know what what that would be about, but like I feel like especially with TikTok and everything moving so fast on the internet culturally, I feel like if you don't capitalize on your popularity perfectly, like it's really easy to mess up. But I don't know. I feel similarly about like Baby Rexa. I think that's how you pronounce it. Like there's nothing inherently wrong with what they're doing, but it's just not meant to be, at least not right now, I guess. But I thought her album was good. I don't know. I kind of I don't know. Adele looks beautiful on the cover. Like, don't get me wrong, she looks beautiful, stunning. Any album cover she did where she was in it would look stunning. I just, like I was saying, I just like really think it would be cool if more albums were like interesting. I don't know. I just feel like so many albums are just faces. I don't know. What are like the considered the best album covers of all time? Like I get it, you want to put the artist on there so people know what they're buying, but like I feel like there's so many options um to be like creative. You haven't seen a promo picture of her that I like more than the cover. Yeah, the only one I liked was the other one I picked for the thumbnail of this live stream. It was just a pretty like black and white picture. I don't know. She just looked great. I'm looking at best album covers of all time because I want to know what like people consider good album covers. Taylor's red cover I did like, but you know the one picture of her standing up in the back of the car. I like that picture more. I thought that was like more interesting. I love the new color scheme for red with the it's like the richer like burgundy colors. I don't know. It looks so nice. Yeah, a lot of the top album covers are I don't know. They're all ones that I like know for sure, but like that Ziggy Stardust cover, Nirvana's Nevermind, Abbey Road, Blink 182, Green Day, American Idiot, like those are what people like. She also waited so long to release her album. The first single came out in 2018. It's the same thing on with Megan Trainor's new album. Oh, okay. Um, I don't really know much about Megan Trainor, but she seems like really likable. Like I follow her on social media. I like her music, but like she just seems like likable. Solar Power does have a memorable cover, but like I still feel disappointed that that album wasn't good. Oh, if I can't have Love, I Want Power. That was really good. Because it was her face, but I felt like it had more to it than that. Blue Banisters is pretty good. I really like the Target version cover. I like the standard version is pretty, but the Target version just there's something about it that I just really like. I was so glad that you like that when I went to go get the records at Target for you, I was so happy they had two copies and I could snag one for me. We didn't get a bad cover. No, I don't think so. I liked Olivia Rodrigo's Sour cover. I don't know, some people might not um, like it, but I liked it. Halsey did have her son in the cover though. Oh yeah, like there's right, there's two covers. I'm thinking of the one with just her face. That's just an Urban Outfitters version, right? The cover for Rare was so bad by Selena Gomez. It was bad, and I love Selena. Like I think she's so beautiful, and I don't know. I get good vibes from her, so I don't know why that cover was so bad. The actual vinyl itself had that like mint candy color that I really like, and it was pretty. But like the cover was bad. I guess, yeah, you're right. The album wasn't that great either. What was the cover for Smile? Why can't I picture that? I guess that gives us the answer though. Like it wasn't that good. I like Selena Gomez a lot. Oh, the clown cover. I did not like that one. I like Katy Perry, but I don't know what she's thinking sometimes. Images. Smile was just not a good. I don't know. It just bothered. Like I don't know. If it's what she wanted, then that's fine. But like the cover and the whole vibe of like Never Really Over was so good. Um, um she fixed it with the deluxe edition for Smile. Wait, or Rare. Which one are we talking about? Oh, Rare. Okay, let me see. Rare. I don't know if I've seen it. Maybe I have and I just like forgot. Oh, that's pretty though. Why didn't they just this picture? Like these pictures popped up when I searched for the Rare album cover, and like all of them are better. Like I don't know the Rare. Like if she had just put like done it that way, like this the Polaroid vibes of those pictures are good. Like I love this picture. Like she's so pretty. But like the album cover was not good. Or like this one's kind of an interesting picture. I don't know. Like it's kind of like and then like a cloudy purple vinyl with that. That would be kind of cool. I'm sure she had her reasons for picking it, but there's just a lot of better options, I think. Um, Visuals are so important to me. Like the cover for Chemtrails ruined the album alls for me. I feel like okay, so you know how I said recently that I revisited Chemtrails and I really ended up liking it. I feel like the cover was such a misdirect that it sort of made me like expect something different for the album and then I ended up not liking it initially because it didn't live up to my expectations. Mm, but Chemtrails, I don't know. Chemtrails is a good album. I'm really glad I gave it another chance because I feel like I don't know, when I listened to it recently, I was like, there's nothing bad about this album, really. Like it didn't there's nothing in it where I was like, this is why it's bad. It just like didn't have that impact for some reason. I really liked the green chemtrails vinyl pressing for Urban Outfitters, like that sage green color, because that's one of my favorite colors in general. But yeah, the cover was, mm, yeah, there's a lot of really good songs on it. Like Dark Majestic Game is like one of my favorites. But your green vinyl sounds awful. I don't know if I've actually listened to mine very often. Um, I just like always buy the urban cover a version of one albums. The all cover for Chemtrails definitely helped make the album a little better. Like the Record Store Day version, the one with the wolf. I really like that one. You look hi, first of all. I love the aesthetic of Chemtrails, but I prefer the sound of Blue Banisters. I think so too. Blue Banisters was really good, and I feel like from what I saw, it was quite well received with reviewers and that kind of thing, which is always nice to see. She could have made such cool covers for Chemtrails. There could have been a witchy cover. Yeah, because I feel like the version she went with, like her and all of these other women sitting around, fine. But like subverting it would be really cool. The one of her just standing there. Oh, I like that one too. I like that one too. That one's really pretty. Like that was the Target version's cover, right? Trying to remember, but I liked that one. I just loved the sage green color for the Urban Outfitters one. That's why I got that. And I don't hate. I don't hate the cover for sure, but I just thought from the title and the trailers and all of the visuals is that it was going to be more of a direct like criticism of the American dream that Lana had written about. And I guess in my head, I was like, all of this stuff that she has been hyping up her career and like exploring how much she like likes it and talking about the dark side of it. Like I thought she was gonna kind of dismantle it in this record, which I think she did, but I think it was more subtle. You're not really a fan of Sour's alt cover. I agree. That's the one I own, like the Target version. Because I think that was the only one I could find when it was released. But the main cover for Sour, I think, is really good. Like, I don't know. It's so simple, but so good. I swear if there was a place I could print gatefolds, I'd press cool sleeves myself. I have all versions enough records to repackage. Yeah, I don't know. I get that vinyl is expensive. So like when you see a record for like $40, like I get that that's the new normal for prices. But I feel like they could put a little more effort in if they're going to do that. I don't know, make it a little bit prettier. There's some really cool pressings out there, like where you really feel like the artist actually cares and is trying to make it nice. But then sometimes it's like they just slapped on the album cover and we're like, I don't know, green vinyl sounds cool. But I don't know if there's a place to do it. I've seen some people, well, two sides of this story. One person or one record company called like Gold Rush Vinyl was posting some a new product they made, which is where you could get a custom vinyl pressed, but like you don't actually like they can't press the music onto it because that's illegal. But it comes with like it's like a commemorative gift, basically. Like I thought that was a cool idea. But then so many people are like, oh, I made this pressing. I'm like, is that like that's not legal? I'm not like we have to all follow the law 100% of the time, but I feel like that's obviously illegal, and I don't understand how people can get custom pressings. But like Gatefold shouldn't. I know there's a place to get it because when right, like Chromatica, I was so annoyed, despite the fact that I have two copies because I'm dumb. But I bought two copies of the terrible packaging for Chromatica. But I know some people who made their own like cardboard gatefold for it, and that seemed cool. I just didn't want to spend money on it. If you bought the record and buy pressing for self, there shouldn't be any problem. Yeah, I don't really know what the rules are. I know you can't like. I think it's like I don't know. Like I don't think the companies are legally allowed. At least in the U.S., it could be different other places. You can make a copy of something you own, but like if you're just making like I don't know, there's something, but it's not supposed to be legal. I'm not here to tell on people. I also don't care. I was just curious about it. But that's why Gold Rush Vinyl can't press custom pressings. But like if you have a right to the audio, but I don't know. Like I don't know what the rule is. Making a copy of a CD is obviously fine. I don't know. I don't know what the rule is. I was just kind of curious. I love the idea of getting a custom record. I just had a thought that's not related to anything that we're well, it's related to vinyl, but I was original okay, so at one point, whenever Wes and I attend a wedding, we talk about things that we liked and things that we didn't like. And we're talking about how expensive and unnecessarily expensive invitations to weddings are. And I was like, what if we thrifted records and sent those to people? And then I was like, wait, shipping records is really expensive. But then I just had a thought that you could probably make flexi discs and like those are playable. I'll have to like jot this down for later. It's not relevant to anything that's happening right now, but I'm thinking out loud. Anyways, making a copy for personal use shouldn't be legal. I don't think it should be either. I don't know if it is, but I don't think it should be. Um, Flexi discs invitation. What did I say? That's what I was thinking. um, I feel like that would be such a good idea. I wonder how, like, it's probably not as expensive, right? How much? I can't wait to tell Wes about this. Custom flexi. I would 100% send one to you. Um, I don't know. There's a lot of places where you can get like flexi disc postcards. This is iconic. Let me see. Okay, flexi discs. Online ordering starting at 100 units, delivered in a month. That's not that bad. 7-inch flexi disc, 6 minutes of audio. Uh, you can do foil stamping. The foil stamping ones you have to buy 500, and they're over $1,000. uh, I feel like there has to be a place that does it for cheap because I keep getting ads on TikTok for someone who made like some kind of subscription service for flexi discs, and they're really cheap to buy. So there has to be a way to like get it. Um, what audio would I put? A song or a voice message? I feel like a song on and a voice message. I don't know. Like all the info would be on the card, but I feel like it'd be fun to have like a custom voice note. It was just like, hey, I have no idea, but okay. Pirates Press is another place. I really wish that because so many places say messages for a quote, and I understand that's a sales technique and I understand it works, but oh, okay, okay. Ugh, you have to buy 1,000. Wait, no, that's too expensive. Ugh, I only need like 150. Do Wes and I have a song? I don't think so. I keep I always play like Taylor Swift songs or I sing like musicals at him. But for songs we both like, I don't know. I'll have to ask. But that would be a good one. I'm like, why is it so expensive? Why do I have to order 5,000? I wish I could just order 500. Yeah, if I bought 1,000, they would because they cost $1 each. So, um, I feel like Wes doesn't enjoy singing. So, okay. Well, that was a good idea. If it works, it's a good idea. I could just sing something. Just kidding. It's just me singing like Taylor Swift. It's just flexi postcards. Like that's what I was thinking of. Oh, okay. I'll have to look into this more later. I feel like it's the perfect idea. We're definitely doing everyone on the internet will eat me alive, but like we're 100% going to use records for like decoration. But like if you buy really scratched up records that are like um not really playable. What's the problem? Using them for decorations or like table numbers. What Taylor song would I sing? I don't know. Like I'd have to be cliche and sing like Lover, right? Or like Love Story or something. Welcome to New York. Oh, a parody song. That's a great idea. I feel like I wouldn't be able to deliver, but I love the concept. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be iconic, whatever it is. Like it's like part vinyl themed, part like board game themed for the stuff Wes likes. Sangeeta's version. I guess is also Wes's. Wes is also involved. But oh my gosh, by the time that actually happens, I'll probably like Taylor will probably have put out all of her re-releases. We'll be living in a different world. 6-minute version. I'm so curious now. There has to be a way to get them for cheap. There has to be a way to get like a small amount. Wedding invites are so stupid expensive though, but I priced out like the cost of thrifting the records and shipping them, and it would be really expensive. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like it's a good idea though. So we'll see. Record themed cake. I like that idea. I feel like I don't know, like I definitely need to keep looking for ideas, but we have enough time between when we are actually going to be really planning this that I have time to look for ideas. But I like the idea of like table numbers being records. I don't know. I want like music to be a theme. I know. I was like looking at how expensive wedding stuff is, and I was like, ugh, every time I start looking, it makes me not want to have a wedding because it's so expensive. I think the average, I think this might be Washington, D.C. specific, but definitely the average cost of weddings is like $30,000. And I just can't in my head. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, it's in April it'll be 6 years. We're just waiting for a little more financial stability. It'll happen. That's not the reason I'm selling my vinyl, but kind of. Um, yeah, it's a second apartment. And it's like nice. I like it. I feel like I'll stay here for a long time, like as long as the price doesn't go up. Yeah, $30,000 would get you like a down payment, like the minimum down payment on a house. I need to just get this freelance business off like off the ground because if I can like $30,000, that's like 10 clients. That's it. I mean, not that's it. That's still a lot of work and I don't have that. But when I break it down that way, it's not that bad. My cousin was talking to me. She was like, "Get married in the off season. Don't you don't need to buy flowers. They're so expensive." Yeah, like the usual like freelance like package cost for like graphic design. Like it depends on what people do. It can be lower, but it's about like 30, not 30, $3,000. Um, I just need to get people to hire me. Oh well. I have time. I'll get there one day. Everything's so expensive. That's why I haven't bought much vinyl lately. I've bought a few, but I was talking to Wes. I was like, I'm not going to spend any money between now and like when I go visit my friend in March. Like, I'm really going to try not to just spend. Um, but I told Wes the one exception to that rule is if Taylor's releases like another Speak Now, then I'm allowed to buy one version. Like I usually buy the one from her store, but I guess it seems like the Target ones are more exclusive. I feel like people are much happier if they own less. Yeah, like for my brain, the less stuff I have out, the less stuff I can see around me, the more like calm I feel. My brain gets very cluttered. Sometimes I wish I hadn't started collecting vinyl. I just feel like it's expensive. It's like it's not easy to transport them. But like I don't know. I feel like it's such a cool thing for music. Like obviously like you could collect CDs or cassettes, but like vinyls are so cool because you can see and feel the music and I don't know, it's just such a cool way to celebrate music. That's what I like about it, but it is expensive. Sound quality got so much worse in the past year. Yeah, I feel like in general it's been declining. How is Adele's album on vinyl? I'm curious because I kept hearing that um, it was hard for other people to press vinyl because Adele was like pressing so much. It seems like an album that would be great to listen to on vinyl, but I'm curious if the sound quality of it, or at least of the copy you have, is good. I almost bought it at Target, but it's okay, but not the best. I feel like it's a good one to experience on vinyl though. But I do feel like it's rushed. Like I felt this about Urban Outfitters from the beginning. Not I guess not all of their pressings. They've gotten a little bit better, but I feel like at the beginning of when I noticed Urban had vinyl, a lot of the records were literally just like there was no reason to buy it, I guess. It was like the exact same packaging as a CD, the exact same pressing, whatever it is. Oh, oh my god, sounds amazing. Strangest Museum, me sounds mad. You got 3 copies because you weren't happy with any of them? Maybe I'll get the Target one at some point, but that makes me feel like that makes me feel less pressure to get it if it's just okay. I feel like a lot of vinyl, like you're saying, is just okay sounding these days. I don't know. That's the one thing with vinyl. It's a gamble sometimes. Only talking about the white Amazon one. Oh, cool. I I don't know what Target's is. Is it just black? Um, White vinyl, I always think looks so good. I don't actually have much of it. I think What's the Story Morning Glory, like the Oasis album, is the only like pure white vinyl I have. Um, I guess it's just I guess the one I saw at Target was just like the standard version, so it's not an exclusive. There was a lot of like copies of it. That's why I was kind of surprised. But of course, it's impossible to find blue banisters. We're lucky because, like, in this vinyl Facebook group I'm part of, someone was trying to get someone to go look for it for them because there are like no targets within, like, none of the 25 targets within 2 hours of me have it. I don't know. We got like the last ones in my area. 500,000 million white, clear, and black vinyl. Wow. There is one that Wes bought recently that has like the coolest gold vinyl that I've seen. I'll post it at some point, or at least send it to you so you can see it. But it it's really cool gold. Like it's looks textured. It's cool. Red Blue Banisters vinyl is so hard to find. I didn't even know. And the stock listing on the Target app was wrong. It said one in stock at the store I went to. So I went to the store. I couldn't find it. So I asked this guy to look for it for me if he could. I was like, I'm sorry to be annoying, but can you please help me find this? I'm literally desperate. And he was like, okay, fine. We have 3 copies in the back. How many do you want? I was like, two. But then I was like, I should got three and like sold it. Not like a surcharge, not like to rip someone off, but like just so people get it. Yeah, I was like, why are 3 of them in the back? And then I was just standing there, like really, really excited in the Christmas section, like waiting for him to come back. And he just like rolled up and handed it to me and like did not look like he cared at all. I was like so happy. um, I bet it's expensive on Discogs. Lana's Honeymoon Urban Outfitters edition. I own that one because I bought it when it came out. It's currently on Discogs for like $500 or something. It's so much. I think the most I've charged someone for a record when I've sold it is like $125. 150 if the person, one of the people who were interested in a vinyl actually like purchase it from me. But anything above 150, I feel mean. Like I don't know. I just feel like I shouldn't. I don't feel like it's necessary. The Urban Outfitters Honeyman one is the one you really want. You know you'll never get it. It's like the few times Urban Outfitters says limited and they actually mean it, it's ones that like people would really like. Yeah, $300. As I'm saying that, I realize I spent like 250 on Taylor Swift's record store day for her debut album. But that's the most I'll ever spend on a record. Uh, I just $300. Like if I sold mine, and I'm not going to, but if I did sell mine, I feel like I would charge like 150 because that's like I don't know, like I need money, but I don't want to charge people $300. Like feels like I don't want to rip people off. I hope they'll do a repress with another color. I think it'd be cool. I feel like I don't know. I like always get the vibe that Lana really moves on from eras. Like she doesn't really look back at them that much. But it would be cool if she did like for an anniversary. I don't know how many years ago that album came out now, but it would be cool to do a re-release for the anniversary of like that cover. I don't know. Decides that it hates everything and is not going to work. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap up then. Wait, it's working. I'm so confused. Well, I do have to wrap up anyways, so I guess let's pick one last one for the year. I can't believe it's already December. Let's see what the calendar looks like. Well, I can do the next 2 Mondays, but that's it for this year. So I can't do the 27th or the 3rd. Yeah, let's do like a highlights of the year one. Do you want to do that on the 13th or on the 20th? I'm like already considering if Taylor is going to do something for her birthday on the 13th. So maybe that'll be a stressful day. But maybe we can do it on the 20th of December, like in 2 weeks. Like spread it out a little bit, like stream that day. Okay, I think I'll do the 20th. Let's plan on that for like best of the year. I'll figure out like how I'm going to structure it and if there's going to be anything like special with it. But yeah, the 20th seems like it'll be better for me. But we'll figure it out. All right. Well, I'm gonna head out, but I'm glad. I don't know. I'm glad I listened to Adele's album. I thought it was really good. All right. Well, I hope you have a great 2 weeks. If I change the plan, I will let you know. But we'll figure it out. Well, I hope you have a good 2 weeks, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.